Hello, I'm Jeff Phillips from Sound Marketing. And today's topic is all-in-ones. Now, not to be confused with onesies. This is a onesie. This is a different kind of onesie. This is an all-in-one. Okay? All-in-one is an audio plus video plus control device that's used in modest-sized collaboration rooms. They can support touchscreens, they can support keypads, they can support pretty much anything you want to do regarding audio and video within a room, including control devices. So, meetings yesterday used to look like this, right? We would cram a bunch of people into a room, we'd show them slides, we'd show them flip charts, we would talk over each other, we'd call a show of hands, and we can't do any of that right now. Our meetings, if we are able to have meetings in person, our meetings are more likely to look like this. We're spaced apart, it's hard to hear, it's hard to see, and it's just not fun. Hopefully that's only temporary. Right now our meetings tend to look like this, right? If you're gonna meet with a bunch of people, everyone has their seat at the table. My seat at the table looks like this. That's where I'm broadcasting from right now. This is what I'm looking at when I'm talking with you, it's okay, but I really miss people. Today's all-in-ones, though, are used primarily in higher education classrooms, conference rooms. People really do love them, integrators especially, because they take care of a lot of the complexity of a system. They put it all in one easy-to-manage box. They're showing up in executive suites, home offices, houses of worship, community spaces, anywhere audio and video need to be managed. Now, the goals are to make it easy for the user, but also make it streamlined for the integrator. Make sure it's profitable, make sure it's easy to support. Anything that makes life simpler, faster, better, cheaper, quicker is going to be a win here in this economy. Now, at the same time, across all markets, the expectations surrounding collaboration have changed. For instance, the computer that we all carry in our pockets is now the lens through which things are judged in terms of a device's usefulness and ease of use. If it's harder to operate than my mobile phone, then it's probably too complicated, right? You might have heard that from your clients already. And data networks, both wired and wireless, have become the backbone of all collaboration. We used to get together in a room to collaborate. Now we really rely on those networks to do it with us. And any AV integrator will tell you that it takes a lot of work to make things simple for a client. Our clients are experts at engineering or business and finance. They're not experts in operating AV stuff, so we got to make it easy for them. And an all-in-one makes that has connectivity that's relevant to today's tasks is going to get you there. The one that I like is right here in the center. It's the new AMX Enova DVX 4K. That's what it looks like. Now, the DVX series has been around for about 10 years. It has inspired the competition, primarily the Trons, to come out with their own versions. This latest DVX, though, really takes it to a new level. It looks good, sounds great, works great. Now, first, the format is 2U. Why 2U? Because 2 rack spaces is a lot these days. We're not getting more space, right? We're getting less space. So here, let me show it to you. There you go. Get it to you. Since we have less space to use, then it makes sense to make units that are more compact in nature. Second thing is it's 4K 6444. Why? Because that's the new baseline for video for business. It just is. Now, this is the best sounding, probably the best sounding all-in-one ever made, because it has Crown, BSS, and DBX inside. 120 watts of Crown drive core power amplifier, preceded by BSS signal processing and DBX feedback suppression. It's also got an NX series controller from AMX. Now, what can't you do with that? I know you're going to want to control lighting. You're going to want to control the shades, right? You're going to want to maybe control the climate in the room, talk to a scheduling computer. whatever you need to talk to manage, to interface to simplify for your end user, the NX series control in there is going to get you there. So, how are you going to control? Well, it could be a touchscreen. It could be a tablet. It could be a smartphone. It could be a keypad. Most exciting for me is the fact that you can actually control these new Enova DVX's 4K via web browser, via HTML5. So you can configure, you can control, you can secure, you can manage, you can have visibility of that asset all through the HTML5 browser. And that IT guys are going to love that, because they can manage a room. If they're sitting in the room, they can manage it from whatever device they've got. If they're across campus, maybe in the IT hub, they can manage from there. Easy. Also secure. The DVX is the most secure platform ever. It's got ICS LAN, which is an isolated LAN just for the devices in the room. It's got 802.1x support. It's got LDAP support. It's got Active Directory. It's got syslog support. It'll even do FIPS cryptographic modules. So there's a really good reason why the White House, the U.S. military, the Pentagon, the CIA, and the FBI all have for years trusted their secure critical collaborations and communications to AMX, as do many of the top corporations. If you ask them why AMX, why they're doing AMX, this is a good reason why. Now there are two models. There's the 8x4 plus 2, and there's the 6x2 plus 1. Now the 8x4 or 6x2 means designates the number of video inputs and outputs. The plus 1 or 2 indicates that some of those outputs are mirrored via HDBaseT, or what AMX calls DX-Link, to mirror those outputs. A very, very handy feature. Let's not forget there are 2K modules too. If you need a DVX that's 2K, you really don't plan to ever go to 4K, well, then there's a whole set of devices for you. Now the older ones, the 2K ones, don't have this new thing, which is Dante. I'm really excited about Dante because I'm an audio guy. It's got an 8x8 audio Dante interface that I plan to use for interfacing directly to ceiling microphone arrays or table microphone arrays, to lecture capture systems, to building wide alert systems. It's just the modern way to go for audio. They also have smart scaling. There's smart scaling at every output, right? Every output is being examined by the DVX to say, okay, what's your best resolution? I'm going to scale and give you that. So you're never worried about dumbing down the sources just to match some old displays that you have, or you're never having to use external scalers just to make the system the way your customer might expect it. So, great picture, great sound, and a limited time offer. So for a limited time, you're able to bring your tired old AMX or Crestron or Extron Matrix or all-in-one, whatever you've got that you're tired of, bring it in, and you can receive a substantial discount toward your DVX 4K purchase. That's pretty cool. Optionally, you could get a free TP Control app. Which means that you can take and command and control the whole situation from your phone with a specialized app. Keep in mind, we also have samples. We have a limited number of samples in a sample pool that we might be able to bring around to you. There's a better chance that we can get you on a remote call and have you dial in and operate this thing via HTML5, via remote session. We could do that for sure. If you don't want us there handing you a sample. Even better than that, a lot of you I know are on the Harman Contractor Care program, and on that program, keep in mind you have the ability to buy anything you want, risk-free for at least 90 days, and have a look at it, poke at it. If you think it might fit a customer's need, or you just want to have a closer look, then just order one up. You have free rights of return, right? So no risk for you, and there you go. That's a good way to do it. So thank you. It's been Jeff Phillips with Sound Marketing. We'll see you next time.